Hi guys, so we're looking at, I'm doing a load of video. So we're looking at the new moon energies. So I'm gonna just do like some oracle, and then I'm gonna chuck some tarot on top of the oracle. So the new moon we've got is in Aries, is on the 29th of 2025. I'm looking at, and I will share this in the description box, but that feeling of uncertainty can make you solve problems faster than nature. Do not rush as if there was a deadline. Try to slow down and so that you can decide what you want to do and proceed your own comfort pace. Okay, so I want to look into what So the energy of the full moon. I'm gonna do like a spread. So the energy of the full moon. Talk to the moon. Communicate. Okay. All right. So setting your attentions there. What the worst of it? So the weakness of it. Yeah. So the weakness. What weaknesses it may bring up. Moon's cleansing. So we could be going through a clear out. I'm going to put more tarot on it. What's in our favour in this new moon cycle? What is in our favour this new moon cycle? Moonlight enchantment. Ooh. Well, it is the eclipse. So there was talk. What I seen was about that this is going to be an eclipse, solar eclipse. So that would be a great, new moons are great for setting your intentions. What we may not see, right? What we may not see, facing our fears. So we're going to be uncovering stuff and facing some fears. So we may feel triggered there. Okay. The next one would be the influences around the new moon. I was going to say full moon, yeah. The influence around the new moon. New moon beginnings. That's so weird. I've been dreaming about cats. I've been dreaming a lot about lionesses and stuff. But this is tigers here. Okay, so new beginnings. So influencing. So there is definitely a shift in the making there. It looks almost like 70s, 60s style there, doesn't it? Like, yeah. And where we can move forward in our in what we're wanting to progress in. Embrace uncertainty. No, which would be relevant to the fears, isn't it? Like here. So able to sort of like what we might not see is that it's going to bring up the triggers and stuff, but this is going to help. So guys, this is a great month to set your intentions, to communicate with the moon, knowing what you want, etc. See what the mini cat tarot's got to say about the new moon. Talk to the moon. It's like, what's that song? Talking to the moon. Is that? I think it's that. I probably got the words wrong. Oh, so it's like setting your attentions and breaking away from limited beliefs, the belief systems. Okay, watch the podcast, the recent podcast. She talks about setting intentions and about like candle magic and stuff. If you're into all that, is I haven't really done that as such. I've done my set intentions and done the fire thing, but the devil card comes up as like there's an illusion where we may feel like we're trapped or we're look at the chains. It's not they can remove the chains whenever necessary. So um, it's kind of acknowledging is acknowledging acknowledging what you want and setting yourself free and putting that out there type of thing. Yeah. So the freedom is yours with the devil card that's come up. I'm going to put that on the that side. Okay, so we're going to put on the other side. I got in my head we're human after all. So I'm going to use this as like your spiritual side because you've got your left and right. Your right is your spiritual. I know when we're looking down that's left, but your left is your clinical. Your left is your clinical mindset. Your right. So I need to change it, don't I? I'm such a dickhead sometimes. Get that right. So you train a thought here. So here is talking about the mental blocks. It's talking getting out and communicating with the new moon. Okay, especially with the solar eclipse. We've got some amazing cards here. Um, this, we might have a few issues, problematic stuff. So it's like reconnecting with and setting our attentions what it is that we want, and breaking away from distractions or limited beliefs that's setting us apart from actually what we want in life. Yeah, that's the impression I get. So the challenges that we're going to face. So on a spiritual front, this is the challenge you're going to face on a spiritual front, right? I'm making this spread up as I go along, but hey ho. So that's your spiritual side. That's nice. That's just lush, right? And this is your mental. No, joking. Your clinical mind, the earthbound stuff. Yeah. Um, which is about balance, which resonates with these two cards here. Oh crap! I've just dropped all my frigging cards. This is not good, is it? Hold your horses. I'll be back. So where will I say? So like it's like finding the balance, yeah. Ace of Cups is about emotion. So I don't know if this is like the emotions. Maybe some of you were, it, when you free yourself from those limited beliefs and those destructional behaviors and trying to breathe, like just focusing on actually communicating what it is that you want and being more open and open. Well, I mean, I know, like with like previous readings, it's like opening the heart. It's like expansion, opening the. It's not opening the mind, opening the heart, trying to sort of figure out the balance. Now, this is the worst of the situation, yeah. So it may, which would make sense with the trigger, like the triggers that you may go. It could bring up emotions to the surface. But this is a part of the process that we sometimes need to go through. Um, but it can feel like we're really struggling at the moment and trying to hold things together. So you may find some of you might find this can be a bit maybe challenging, yeah. But you're clearing shit basically. You're getting the crap that's been holding you back previously before, yeah, right? So the moon enchanted. So this is going to be a very strong moon, right? So I feel like it's really enchanted. So on a spiritual level, on a spiritual level, Knight of Cups is like it comes with once you go through this phase and knowing what you want and how you're going to co-rate it and talking to the moon setting your intentions up, it's going to end up making things a lot more calmer in the long run. Okay, you're going to have more of a clearer picture where direction you're going to, so you're going to feel more at peace. So unsettling, I feel unsettled, a bit emotional, I feel a bit of juggling going on, maybe a few minor, so we're going to have some setbacks a little bit, right? But once we start figuring out when we freed ourselves from the devil chains, yeah, which is like, you know, obsessing and just more being more open emotionally, yeah, we're going to feel a lot calmer in what we're doing. It's like we're going to have this onset of knowing what direction we're going to go to, yeah? So you're going to feel it. There's going to be this expression and feel to it. On a physical side of it, yeah, so we're going to look at the physical side. It's just like a mixed bag, isn't it? It's just like a freaking mixed bag. Physically, maybe we need to take steps to be calm in this situation, in these scenarios and situations, because the Nine of Wands, this person's feeling quite wounded. So it is going to be a little bit of a catapult of what's going on around you to how it's going to affect you spiritually. So spiritually, it's going to be a lot, it will be common, but on a like a human form, on a ground level, it, I don't know, I suppose if everybody's going through this energy and they're more uptight, and I know from working in like, 'cause I'm a support worker, moons did have effect on people, you know, it did have effect on the people that we looked after. You could see the changes in the behaviors and that, and I know, call me weird or whatever, but that's the you know, I did pick up that, and I get unsettled and not wanting to sleep, and you know, yada yada yada. I don't know, you're like, if you could feel, you know, the energy shifting, so there is like a massive shift, you know, but it can be quite unsettling, and people are on the same page as such because they're going through the turmoil as well, which could cause people saying things that they don't mean. They could be a little bit spiteful because you've got the page of swords. You know, the problematic stuff. So, you know, it it can bring that sensitivity in there, um, on that aspect. Okay, so to face our fears on a spiritual aspect, you know, on our right side of our brain. Oh, why has it done that? Excuse me. So on our right side of our brain, it's just turning over. It's about reconnecting to source, reconnecting to the moon as such, right? Reconnecting to the emotions and what enlightens us, you know, on a physical level. So on a physical aspect, Knight of Pentacles. Um, you don't have to. Rome wasn't built in a day. Is, you know, you can. It, I think it's going to be a very slow. It's going to be slow. It's going to be. You don't have to sort of jump in head on, so you can breathe now with this message. But it's sort of saying that, you know, slow is still progress at the end of the day. You know, so but I feel like once you start facing your fears and start moving away from this toxicity and into more enlightenment of connections, you're going to find that you're able to face your fears a lot more, yeah, right. And here the influence is the new beginnings, so there's definitely a massive shift going on with this moon in Aries. There's definitely a shift going on there. Okay. It did bring it. It did say about uncertainty and about solving problems. We don't have to do everything in one go. But remember that even when you're off key and even off balance, still things are still going on underneath the surface you may feel challenging, but I don't know, it's just gonna direct you in the right position where you'll feel a lot more stronger. You'll have your stripes, it's just like it'll be a lot more balanced there. So let's see if the cat tower calls me a liar. What I'm saying here. So the two of swords. So there's a separation going on. So I feel like separation, not in a bad way, but kind of like is leading the path. It is really interesting because we had this conversation today on my podcast with this lady. I had this we she was explaining this that but when we're going through it, it's like turmoil. But what it does is like and I've just done a, a few videos, and it's like on this purpose. So I feel it's really coming in strong in this new moon, where we will have to separate ourselves a little bit, and be more in touch with around emotions, okay? And it could feel kind of fast integration. So once it starts taking a heat, it's like boom, happening like kind of fast. So it's gonna like I feel like this potentially is like gonna be a build up. It's gonna we're building up slowly. We're slowly facing our fears, which is bringing new connections in, or new you're connecting more to the higher level. Yeah, maybe some weird shit's gonna happen to around you, and you're gonna feel more enlightening. But there comes with this will come a spiritual choice where you'll feel drawn to go to do something else, to be able to do something different in your life. You've got to make changes in your life, basically that's what I feel the message is. Yeah. But this is going to create uncertainty because it's out of your depth, in some respects. But I feel once it starts occurring, we're gonna we're gonna be like, oh shit. I gotta make a decision now. What have I got to separate myself from to get to where I want to be, whatever it is that you want in your life. I'm not going to say this could be relationships, this could be work related, whatever it really, or it could be just like a spiritual thing for you. So embrace the thing. So it's taking things gently. So don't be so harsh on yourself, or don't take things too personally with the outer world so much. Okay, because I feel like they're going through this phase too. So we're interestingly, I said this about YouTube. So it's like integrating into this new moon too, that a shift is occurring. So spiritually, it's mad that the same sort of messages are coming out in the reading. Either I need to change my mindset on things, or like Six of Wands. So this this is going to be I feel is going to be a short term thing. I know someone was saying in one of my videos, they said about, what was it they said? I don't really know much about it. My friend from America, she knew all that, where it can affect like computers, and it just I can't remember what it is. My brain's not working. Here we go, brain fog. Right, this is my last card spread, I think, for the day. But I just for the new moons, hang in there. Communicate what your needs. Try to let go of not don't get caught up too much in the physical aspects. Try to connect with your emotions and the spiritual aspect of it all. Yeah, because it would lead to less confusion, I think. Because you're taking a step back rather than getting yourself involved in it. It's not all bad because it's redirecting you to somewhere that is going to be better in the long run. Okay, you want in this change. You're putting it out there that this, but something has to sort of you. There comes a point where we need to let go of stuff that doesn't no longer work for us, and that could be change of attitude, it could be people, it could be jobs, it could be whatever, but set your intentions of where you want to go and start working on like how you're going to get there. Set like a list of things that could help you get there, um, and so you can redirect your energy and you'll feel a bit more focused. Connect with your emotions, your spiritual aspects of yourself. Yeah, try to stay, groundwork, protection, because everybody's feeling it. So just be mindful of that they're getting triggered too. Yeah, and go slow around relationships, and what it is that you want to cultivate with it. But definitely new connections is surfacing, whether that's through spirit or whether that's like with like-minded people. I feel you're going to be more in line to come in, but you've got to break that cycle first. Yeah, definitely new beginnings, which means that you got to cut your losses somewhere else. Spiritually is like maybe doing well, they do that, when you cut the ties, the chains. Chains are the same thing in the devil. Oh God, I don't know what's going on now. I gone brain dead. It's it's energy ropes, to people. So an angel Michael prayer. Um, so you're not so tied to it. You're not so tied and caught up into the trauma of it, yeah. So severing those ties a little bit. It's gonna feel a bit rocky with there, but it's a low cards, so it's not like massive cards. Um, you do that, the energy will shift for you, and you'll come back into more of like knowing your purpose a bit more, knowing where you want to go with it and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that because I'm gonna just keep on waffling and waffling and waffling. Cord cutting. There you go. Cord cutting. I said it. So that's what I think. This new men energy is building is cutting the cords. We're cutting some cords, and we're going back into more of an alignment. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna go. You have a good day, and hang in there. Lots of love. See you soon.